Welcome back, everyone, to Fireside Sports. I'm Kendall Capps.
And I'm Andrew Williams.
All right, Andrew, we got a couple games in each series done in the NHL playoffs.
Well, yeah, things are playing out. Teams have stepped up the intensity, and you're seeing some of the things we saw happen that we talked about, such as over here in Boston, where the Canadiens giving the Bruins all they can handle again.
Well, yeah, you foresee it. I thought it would be a good series. It's still not over. Boston has a chance. If there's a team that could maybe make this comeback, it might be Boston learning their lessons from last year.
Oh, yeah, but the way that Price is playing for Montreal, he's really shutting them down, and stealing those two games in Boston is big. You know, yeah, maybe they lose one of these games coming back home, but if they can even split at home, then you're good. And to me, I think Tim Thomas needs to step up for the Bruins, at least up to the level of Price. But really, I think for them to win, he needs to be outplaying Price.
He probably does, but a lot of what has happened in this series you can't really put on him. He's given up 5 goals, I believe, in the 2 games, and a few of them are on some really bad turnovers by the defensemen of Boston, turning it over in their own zone. They've actually had a lot of turnovers in their own zone overall in the 2 games. They've put him in somewhat of a bind. I think if he plays up to his standards, they should be okay. Zdeno Chara, if he comes back and plays well in Game 3, give him a boost. They really obviously need to win this game. But if they do, I'm confident that they might be able to come back and win this series.
Okay, well, how about another team facing an 0-2 deficit? The Phoenix Coyotes trailing the Detroit Red Wings 2 games to none. Do you think they can work their way back?
Well, like you said, there might be some high-scoring games. Detroit won 4-3 in Game 2.
They were
Phoenix
up
was able to make
4-1, I believe,
and
earlier
Phoenix
in the
was
game.
able to score some goals. And it's going to be difficult. Shane Doan, they need guys like him to go off and get their offense back going. But it's going to be really difficult with the machine.
And I agree. I just don't think that Phoenix's defense can step up enough. You can't put your team in a 4-1 hole and then count on working your way back out.
Well, one thing they have working for them, Zetterberg is probably out for this game. Franzen is still questionable. There's some issues with him. So, that could give Phoenix a chance if they can win a game or two, which I thought they might going in. They might be able to extend this series and make a run at it.
All right, well, how about the Rangers and the Capitals? The Capitals took a 2-0 lead in this series, and then the Rangers managed to strike back the other day.
Well, it's nothing new for Washington. In their last 5 series where they were up 2-0, they're 1-4 in those series. They have not come through. This might not be the position they want to be in, and the Rangers are starting to play well.
Yeah, but I think the Capitals are still going to pull this out. The way they managed to come back in that game twice to tie the game, and then the Rangers still win in the end, but the way Ovechkin's playing, I think he's working on it. He's getting a little more clutch. He's going to step up, and I think they may lose another game in this series, but I do think they'll end up in the driver's seat.
Or how about a team that also faced a 2-0 deficit, but now trail, and it's quite a big surprise. I know Vancouver is a good hockey team, but
they're
the Blackhawks
3-0 on the defending champs
with almost everyone back outside of their goaltender. And it's just amazing night and day how they've played, and Vancouver has taken it to them with their speed and athleticism.
And this one, I have to say, I don't see how this isn't over. I think the Blackhawks could maybe come back and win in this next game.
Maybe steal another one, but yeah, this series is pretty much done.
Vancouver offense is just so high-powered, and they come at you from all angles, scoring left and right. I don't think the Blackhawks can keep up.
And another series that's interesting, the Kings. They just won a game to tie up San Jose. They go back home. They're playing well. Quick is playing well in net. That's a team that might have things lined up.
Don't forget, this is a team that really could have been a higher seed had things shook out a little differently towards the end of the season.
Yeah, they held the 4 or 5 spot for a week or two with a couple weeks left, and then lost their last two games and dropped them down.
Could be very dangerous. Well, for Kendall Capps, I'm Andrew Williamson. Thanks for joining us here on Fireside Sports. For all things basketball, be sure to check out Barbecue Basketball, Fireside Chat following Major League Baseball, and us here at the desk for all other sports. Take care.